Hi Pisces, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general read for the first part of June 2020. It's a general read for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the 1st through the 15th of June. It's a general reading, Pisces, which simply means that the messages given here today won't resonate with all of you. Please take the ones that do and leave the rest. Thank you so much. If you happen to be looking into love and relationships and your Venus is in the sign of Pisces, you're also in the right place, okay, for that reading. As always, I have two decks of cards because there are going to be two rows. The top row is what's going on outside of you and around you, and the bottom row is how you feel about this. What are you thinking and feeling? Okay, as always, I'm going to go ahead and start your reading, and I hope that you're doing well, Pisces. Just a note that this is June and it is eclipse season, Pisces. There are going to be 3 eclipses, the final one happening in July, early July, between the 4th and the 5th. Eclipses generally mean big changes, endings and beginnings, wherever they happen to land in our birth charts. They are falling in the signs of Sagittarius and Capricorn this go round, so whatever houses are ruled by Sagittarius and Capricorn in your birth chart is where you're going to feel these eclipses the most. And if you happen to have personal planets within any of those houses, that means the eclipse season will be just that much more intense for you. Okay, there will be lessons to learn. So with that knowledge, let's go ahead and start your reading. What's going on for Pisces at this time? What's happening in their world? What's important to them? The Hangman is the first card out. Ace of Wands is the next card out. Last card is the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Bottom row now. What's going on inside of Pisces? What are they thinking and feeling at this time? What's important for Pisces? That's on their mind. 2 of Cups underneath the Hangman. 2 of Pentacles underneath the 2 of Wands. And the 4 of Cups underneath the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. That's going to go under the 8 of Pentacles here. Okay, Pisces. So I always start with the top row, which is what's going on outside of you. And I weave in the bottom row, which is what you're thinking and feeling about it all. And I start over here with your general energies. In general, I feel like you're putting in a lot of work and action. Work and action and effort. And I feel like you're happy with yourself. There's been some achievement lately. Some of you are happy about extra money coming in. Some of you are happy about forward movement within a relationship, and even others of you are feeling happy about some progress at work, some accolades, some movement forward there. Some of you, it's a new job. Others of you, it's a breakthrough in a relationship or a new start there after putting in a lot of hard work. And even others of you, it's really feeling like money coming in. Happy about progress with money, business affairs, and that sort. The Sun does speak to blessings and optimism, joy, and success. So I do feel like those are on plate for you now. If you haven't seen it yet, you will, though. Some of you are still working through these issues. And then the Strength card's here. You've needed it to do all the work, because this card feels like a lot of action and work is necessary. I do feel like you've been putting in a lot of work, burning that midnight oil to hone yourself. I do feel like some of you could be going back to school now. Others of you are graduating. Okay, so that's another thing I'm feeling here. Again, General reading, Pisces. If you want a specific reading tailored to you, contact me. That information is below. You're needing the extra strength because you are doing a lot right now. I really feel like you're go, go, go with these two cards, the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're being seen, you're being rewarded now for lessons learned. The Six of Wands is about lessons. So for some of you, you are you've learned new lessons and are entering new chapters in your lives. And some of these could be karmic, but it does feel like for some of you it's a rite of passage. Okay, you've had to put in a lot of extra work. So you're given the strength, and you know it's taken work on yourself. You've had to work through your own fears and anxieties to get where you're at, and you've had to put in a lot of hours and dedicated effort to get exactly where you are. Okay, so now that you've worked on your shadow self and you've put in the hours, you're at a place where you're building your confidence and you're moving forward. Again, it will be in different respects for different ones of you. And remember, energy is fluid. So some of you have seen some of the things I've talked about so far. Others of you are going through it now, and others of you haven't yet seen it but will in the future. Remember, eclipses last up to 6 months, so any changes that are happening now in your life that are filtering through in whatever aspect are going to be with you for some time to come. I do feel like with the Two of Cups and the Hangman that many of you are shifting and working on your perspective now. You're trying to make decisions about where you want to go in life, what you want to do, what you love to do. You're trying to figure out your life purpose, okay? That's going to apply to some of you. You might feel stalled. You might feel like you've lost track of what direction you want to go into. So the Two of Cups here would mean healing yourself and getting in touch with your divine to lead you towards the answers you need to get you back on track. So there's a pause in the forward movement that you're having now, okay? That you're working on it. With that Eight of Pentacles, I definitely feel like you're working on it, and you're spending a lot of time working on it. With the Two of Cups, for some of you, this could be matters in a relationship, okay? So you're not only working on yourself and what direction you want to go in your life. Some of you are wondering, where am I taking this relationship? Or where is it going, okay? If it's educational, you're asking questions like, where do I want to go now? Where am I going to take this degree? For those entering in, it could be, what do I want to major in? Where do I want to go in my life? Where are my passions? And frankly, the question, you're doing a lot of questioning. You're doing a lot of asking because you want to get on track. A shift in perspective is needed. I do feel like with the Two of Wands here that some of you are dealing with your fear, with anxiety, so your shadow self, and a perspective is necessary to change. For change to happen. The Hangman always comes out when it speaks to a moment of pause before there's movement. It's a temporary situation. So a temporary situation of pause is here before you move into a new beginning. And I think the pause is there because not only are some of you dealing with anxiety, but others of you are dealing with indecisiveness. And you've got questions. You're not sure which way to go. This person here in the Two of Pentacles is willing to put in the effort, but they just don't know which direction to take. And you're wanting a passionate new beginning. You're not sure where to take it. So if you've recently entered in a relationship, you're not sure if you want to stay or go, or which way to go with it. Some of you, it's about a relationship that you're already in. You're not sure which direction you want to take this. Some of you, it's nothing to do with people or relationships. It's to do with projects or work money, educational pursuits, your diet, your lifestyle, your spirituality. Again, these are very broad themes, and these are the themes you're dealing with now. It's all about healing and trying to find the answers to work through these questions so you can get yourself back on track and moving forward. You've got the strength to do it, and I feel at this time many Pisces are sitting down with themselves and thinking about the things that these questions. We've got a couple twos here and a couple aces, which tells me new beginnings are afoot. You're just not sure what to do with them, and you're willing to put in the effort, and I think you are putting in a lot of effort towards the healing with that Ace of Cups here. Solid effort, actually, with this Four of Cups. But some of you are probably could be sitting back and wondering, with the Four of Cups, whether or not this is something you really need to do or have to do or want to do. The Four of Cups is like looking a gift horse in the, a gift horse in the mouth. Definitely, the universe could be offering you a chance to heal, and you might not know what to do with it. Some of you, that will resonate. So it's about connecting and asking for guidance in terms of where to go. But that's typical tarot. What I'm really feeling here is many of you are looking for safety, security, and stability, and that you're putting in the healing effort to do that. Others of you, you're putting in great grand effort to heal, to keep yourself safe and secure and stable at this time. The Ace of Cups definitely can indicate a new start in love relationships, but some of you are still not sure whether or not you want that. With that Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, it does suggest indecisiveness with regards to love relationships and where you want them to go. So some of you could be dealing with love relationships at this time, not sure which direction you want them to go, but movement into and out of is indicated. I feel like you're spending a lot of time working on this relationship, and it's taken a lot out of you with the Strength, and the Two of Wands card even suggests you've had some anxiety and struggle with regards to what direction to take the relationship. So definitely this is a time of movement and hard work for you. You're asking a lot of questions. And it speaks to your own security and safety and stability for the future. Some of the questions some of you might be asking is, can I make it on my own if you're planning to leave out of a relationship? Others of you, it's switching jobs or fixing current relationships that have broken down, and even others of you, this is more about your spiritual journey, maybe feeling lost within it, and you're asking questions about how to get back on track. Am I right where I need to be? What's my sole purpose in life? And maybe if you are in the educational game right now, you've just started school or you're finishing, you could be wanting to take classes that align with your sole purpose now, or find work or careers that align with it. And it's all about staying on course and working through the indecisiveness that you have now. That's why the Hangman is there. I see the major arcana here as big changes happening now for you in different aspects for each one of you, of course, but you're passionate about it and it affects you emotionally. It has to do with your safety and security, and you're being called to stay balanced as you think about what you plan to do next. Stay balanced with your decision making as you search for the answers too, because with that Two of Pentacles, again, it does suggest that you're not sure which direction you want to take your life right now. So Pisces are in a bit of a conundrum, a state of indecisiveness, but you're willing to work on it, and you're putting in the time and the effort to heal yourself, some of you, or to figure out how to heal yourself, others of you. You're given the strength. And if it isn't, like I said, healing yourselves, it's about healing a relationship or working on a job prospect or educational pursuits. It's definitely changes that require that you heal yourself and make some decisions, because things are changing. New beginnings are afoot for you. I have 2 of them sitting here. Some of you, definitely it's a new job or a new start that affects you emotionally. It could definitely be about a new chapter in a marriage or a new relationship for others of you. Whatever it is, it requires you now to work on yourself. With the Ace of Cups there, definitely it requires your time and your effort to work on yourself. And I do feel like it is about the future. I do feel like you've been through some rather uncomfortable situations, but you've worked through them. With the Moon card, I do feel like your emotions are in view, and you might have some fear and anxiety about where you're going or what you're doing. You could need to be working on your fears and anxiety now. Overthinking might be a problem at this time with the Page of Pentacles in your bottom. I do feel like, though, at the end of the day, how you're thinking does affect whether or not you act. And Pisces, it's really about believing in the magic and keeping faith and having hope and remaining as positive as you can, as balanced as you can while you work through these issues. And again, I do feel like you're happy for the most part, even though you're having some struggles with which direction it seems. Indecisiveness and a need for direction is where you're at now, but you are happy and you're passionate about it. And with the Tower, this is about big changes. This could be change of your marital status, change of your home address, change of your jobs, careers, change of your education level. Definitely changes that, well, 2 types. Some of you are choosing to make the changes, and others of you are dealing with changes that you have no control over. Okay, some of you are dealing with men or women who are fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, man or woman, but it's not necessarily their sun sign. It could be a person who's very passionate and fiery in their temperament. And I did speak to well, we have a Knight of Pentacles here, so for some of you it could be that you're moving slowly forward through these changes, but you also could be dealing with a man or woman, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their sun sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Again, these are the people that you could be dealing with in your life now. The strength is Leo, so some of you are dealing with Leo, or you have Leo in your chart somewhere as well. Okay, so I have these angel answer cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull you additional messages, Pisces. I read these cards intuitively, which just simply means that I don't read them by the book. Your messages, as I'm shuffling, have already started to come out, so I'm going to go ahead and pull. The first card that flipped on me was compromise, so I do feel like those couple messages, those dealing with relationship issues, there's a need for compromise. If you're working on your own path, so if this has to do with your spiritual journey, again, needing to compromise. So maybe if you want to get to point, if you're at point A and you need to get to point C, there's a need to compromise. You might have to have a delay. There are delays happening now. It might not be a straight linear shot for you, and therein lies the compromise. It's a compromise, which just simply means the divine timing is not what you thought. it would be. But you're being called to remain positive, okay? Remain positive on this journey. And I spoke to that earlier. It's what's going to manifest good results for you as you work through your issues, okay? So, compromise is necessary in order to move forward within issues or situations that you're struggling with, relationship and otherwise. And you're being called to remain positive and listen to your intuition at this time. The moon card was under here, which also speaks to listening to your intuition. Definitely needing to follow the advice and stay connected with your divine higher power, whatever that might be for you. I'll just call it the universe. You can call it whatever you'd like. It's very important now that you pay attention to the signs and the messages you're being given. And after that, it would have been trust the process. So you need to trust the process, trust the universe, trust where you're going, and definitely keep the faith, remain positive, listen to the words, the intuition, and remember to compromise. Compromise in all ways is what's causing the delays now. The linear direction is not available for you. You're going to have to take alternative or detours to get to where you're wanting. That's what I'm being told. So some of you, in order to get to from A to C, it's not a straight shot. It's going to be that you're going to have a layover in point B before you get to point C. But you'll make it. See, the next card would have been choose a new direction. So definitely going to have to think about the direction. Here she is. She's in a subway or waiting for a bus, and there's a sign up above with that points in two different directions. I'm being told that some of you need to choose a direction. Others of you are going to be rerouted through a different way. So in the end, you might get what you want, but the way that you get there might be different than what you think, okay? So, and after that, a timer within the next few weeks. So, things are going to happen, but possibly not the way you expect them to happen. Remember, it's divine timing. Things will happen as they should, when they should, and it's typically not going to be on your watch, okay, Pisces? Just got a ringing in my ear to confirm that. Beautiful. So, those are your messages. I hope that they resonate. If you happen to like the reading, hit the like, share, and subscribe, as well as the little thumbs up under the video. That lets me know that you appreciate the content that I'm sharing here today. Thank you so much for showing up and supporting my channel, watching this video with me, and I hope to see you here again. Until next time, do take care. Love and light always. Namaste.